Hi everyone, this is Suzanne Wagner. I'm doing the numerology for December 19th, 2024. If you add all those numbers together, you get the number 21, and if you add the 2 and the 1 together, you get the number 3. Today is the number 3, and it is the number of positive mind. While we can look out onto the world and see much turmoil, it is important to know how to not allow the negativity to pull us down into despair. In this world, we have been forever fighting against evil. We are here to recognize the darkness that hides inside our own psyche. The more inner work we do, the more we shine a powerful light of awareness onto our own shadow, and that is how we begin to heal. Many years ago, I was working with a group of people interested in opening their intuitive self and learning to become more aware. At a certain point, the shadow was so strong in the space that it was suffocating the work that I was trying to accomplish with these people. I kept trying to engage everyone in actively looking at the shadow that had begun infecting the good that these souls were attempting to do and cultivate in their lives. It is very common that when you open the doors that hold great light, that the shadow will also come out and try to counterbalance that energy. But in this case, none knew how to open to look into their shadow. And try as I might, that shadow was slowly sabotaging them in ways that they could not see and would not address. It was not their fault. Everyone wants to see only the best inside their soul. No one wants to look at the worst parts of ourselves, but to grow in a stable way, that is what is required. The end result was that I stopped the group because continuing would have fostered a type of spiritual arrogance that could have been very dangerous, not just for themselves, but to others as well. I explained that they would have to figure out how their own shadow was undermining their consciousness and personal power on their own. Clearly, they were not in a mindset that was open at that time to seeing what was happening, so it was useless to try to change anything in that moment. The process of understanding one's own shadow is a lifelong pursuit. As the years progressed, I have watched the shadows in those souls infect and take them over in a variety of ways. Even now, over a decade later, they still hold that place of spiritual arrogance and hold it high for all to see. It is pointless to have conversations with those in this position and place. That is why today this number is called Devil or Divine. It is easy to see the light inside our soul. It is much more difficult to see where the darkness inside is infecting the mind, heart, and soul. Spiritual arrogance holds up a reinforced and powerful mask and shield that says, I am fine, I am better than you, I know more than you, and subtly screams that out into a world that doesn't really care about one's self-importance. Today, notice the shields that you are holding up in front of your face for all to see. Notice what you are afraid is actually true about you. Begin to be more aware of how your shadow is slowly eating your soul. Only then will you finally be willing to see past the facade that you protect yourself with, that you can finally find out how very powerful you have and can become when you're truly whole and able to be fully authentic. Thanks, everyone.